10 by the kilo going on, good people. Know this is your boy M-iEO. Beats by the kilo on all social media platforms. The Learn As You Grow podcast on all streaming platforms, including Apple, Spotify, and all them other ones that I don't feel like naming. For this week's episode, we're taking it to Brooklyn, or is it Harlem, to see what's going on with that boy Math. I just want to give my expert opinion on what I know, what I did, and what I would do in that situation. For those that don't know, I do play a small role. It's the weekly wrap up,
the shit like that, but none of them shits ever lasted like a real long time. For the most part, the money that I made in the streets, or I made from battle rap, which was kind of like making it in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while before I figured out, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do that.
I remember he said that. It'll make sense later on in the video. But for now, we're going to talk about the ups and downs of my expert opinion with Math Hoffa, the podcast that went from 0 to 1 million, from battle rap to young guru, and a lot of money.
It was just, getting the cash and busting moves.
And that's where you could tell people that had something before and people that they ain't never have shit. Because some people that ain't never have shit, they're going to have to mess up money at some point. And then they learn from their mistakes, and usually the next time they get money, they keep it. He was dressing up like Frank Lucas to go to the barbershop. Literally. He says Adam22 inspired him to make this video. Adam22 is talking about putting a mortgage out on a multi-million-dollar warehouse in L.A. You're talking subleasing in Harlem and not being able to afford the light bill. There's a difference, you started thinking you were down with the conglomerate, like Joe Button and Vlad and them lights. Nah, bruh. You was more over there with the Smoke Dizzes and them. They gave you a pass to the top off an Eminem shout out, by the way. But you built this by yourself. You could do it again, right?
You know what I mean? I didn't grow up in a household where, my father was around to break down certain things. My mom's knew stuff. My mom started to learn shit eventually, but it wasn't like it was being, it wasn't being shared. We weren't like, she wasn't like, yo, sit down, I learned about this today or whatever. So when the show became super successful, it was like a block clicking for me. You know what I mean? It was like a block clicking for me. And a lot of the deals and the situations that I got involved in weren't sound paperwork-wise. Paperwork-wise, it wasn't sound. It was more of like, I trust you, we're going to do this. I trust you, we're going to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this boy smoking.
Not really forming contracts and all that. Like, even the guys that I fired or whatever. And they go around complaining like little bitches did you fire and all that shit. But at the end of the day, even the W9s and all that shit, like they stuck me.
So you fired them and they stuck
all the bread that I was paying them. They stuck me with that.
Come help you with
these motherfuckers ain't know. If they ain't telling you that they got paid, you think they telling the government? You think what I'm saying?
Would you?
So there's a lot of things that I had to learn in this process, just learning. And this is another thing that I had to learn. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying?
Should have told Shorty to take a tax.
Fuck it, let's just get to the video.
Pick up a camera, write a script,
we back.
Go get the.
This is
anything,
MEO
whatever the fuck she's supposed to be doing right
exclusive.
I was inspired to do this. Shout out to Adam. I've seen Adam talking about his financial situation over there and what's going on. I do feel like there is like a war or some sort of war on podcasts right now. Cause I know you guys probably been wondering, you guys are not dropping like you were before, and MEO's been going through its ups and downs, and I was real hesitant on whether to share certain things with you guys, but fuck it, let's all just keep it real, right?
No, the business owner over there said how they're scaling back. You're sitting in your fucking barbershop with a flashlight because the electricity's out, looking for fucking hits on the ground like a smoke. When you look at it, it's really sad. You spent the light bill on a Gucci coat, bruh.
I met the landlord, and
unfortunately, you know, some people are not.
Pretty.
They're not.
Do you think he's going to take accountability? Blame his girlfriend. Blame the police.
Or blame the white man. For everybody to pick D, blaming on the white man, come up front and get your
I was
pride.
trying to figure out how to say it without, like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe some people are not enlightened to, you know what I mean? But
remember what I said,
dude, like,
to remember later on.
He's fucking
remember
racist.
It now.
He's fucking
remember
racist.
How he
This motherfucker
glorified
asked
it
me
down.
if I wholesale
Now,
cocaine.
Never mind the fact that you did just admit that you never had a job
to my
in
face,
your life,
like,
that you only
you know, I'm
people
gonna
and
have
sold drugs your whole
to see
life. But you're gonna get offended because he asked you if you sold cocaine when he seen you were renting out his barbershop monthly and you ain't never have it open for nobody to cut no hair. Now, was he protecting his investment, his real estate, or was he being racist? Let's see the real from fake.
Your business records and all that to make sure that you don't wholesale cocaine.
He might have been the plug, you big dummy.
I laughed, but I wanted to slap the dog shit out that nigga. I wanted to slap the dog shit out that nigga.
Shit. Still glorifying it, making it look funny. You just admitted you never really had no bread. You wasn't a hustler, you was a peddler.
Just to feel that comfortable that you could say some shit like, come on.
And if you want to listen to him tell a long ass story about how he couldn't pay a light bill, go over to his channel and check that out. Here when the lights went on, we'll be here when the lights go off, and we'll be here when they're on the peoples for that petty ass light bill. If you don't get Judge Judy to take care of it, ought to be ashamed of yourself. Hey, M, take that cosign back and give it to me. I swear these rappers, man, they pay $10,000 for a full-length Gucci coat, but won't pay $7 for the light bill. Did they make their money and record the podcast? Bring all the guests too. Now you sitting with a flashlight in the dark, but you still got that Gucci coat. The fuck? You're still here? I went upstairs, took a nap, came down, you're still here. That's crazy. He's still talking. Yo, fuck that light bill, dog. What the fuck? It's Easter. Make sure you buy some batteries for the dollar store clothes. The math ain't mathing, but you need them flashlights to keep flashing.
And I refuse to pay this anymore. Something's wrong, but you know, something's going to me, right? So, the first time decides, I'm gonna cut this shit. But she don't tell me nothing. That's the part. She don't tell me nothing. Nothing. I'm gonna find out. The day she cut the power here. What's happening? What's happening? It also cut the power in different areas in the building. So now the super is like, oh, the power here. It also cut the power in 2 years, like 2 years. Without problem, it's just you cut all these extra numbers. I'm like, but she's saying, what's going on? Come find out. The day she cut the power here. It also cut the power in different areas in the building. So now the super is like, oh, and that's not even supposed to be like this. This people with no power. Somehow that bill, the power source was rigged to other places in this building. So you get the power, you can't shoot it. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking steps to bro. The electricity from the shop, running to the basement, running to other apartments, running to different spots in the building. So this is why this nigga was always picking up things not being in the shop. Because if we got did, and the bill come, just like I knew, where the fuck this shit come from? We ain't been here. And if us, we got that. Take the action in this situation. We'll stop answering about that one because I released at least this person something they're not in communication. It's like, no, give us up. And it's something because, you know, there's actually memories in this place. But, you know, I let go, but I know this is wrong, what was done is wrong, I'm gonna fight. So if any of y'all knows the laws of New York City and you know, how I can fight this right way, they contact me. And if there's any barbershop out there, like, yo, maybe how that is, maybe on a barbershop tour. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we're on a barbershop tour. Because we did show Jason in the shop, tell those stories. The flashlight, like, yeah, so, yeah, how was it working with JC? Did you have numbers to black?